kick again. Oh, he's chasing him. Oh! He's the one that's circling. Oh, he parried that kick.
In a sport full of fighters, this man showed up like the final boss you unlock after rage quitting 3 times. Melvin Manhoef doesn't fight, he detonates. Built like someone forged him in a steel factory and taught him anger as a first language. They call him the Destroyer, and honestly, that feels polite. These are the knockouts where physics took the night off.
Одиночный удар, и все.
And survival became optional. At ONE FC6 in Singapore, Melvin No Mercy Manhoef walked into the cage like a man who charges rent for oxygen, while Ryo Kawamura came in with experience, technique, and what I assume was a very detailed survival plan that lasted exactly 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
What do you make of those trunks?
Kawamura tried to be smart, circling and feinting like a responsible adult who understands that getting hit by Manhoef is bad for your long-term memory.
Recognizing that there hasn't been much contact so far in the first minute.
It was about 6 inches long and about an inch wide
in 40 minutes that we've had. Oh. Well,
then Manhoef landed one of those punches that doesn't need a combination, doesn't need an explanation, and definitely doesn't need a second invitation.
So what do we expect?
He did it! Oh, he did it again!
Big right hand.
Big cards. A house of cards. He just fell. Explosive finish from Melvin Manhoef.
The stoppage was quick, clean, and completely unavoidable, turning a technical middleweight contest into a highlight reel in seconds. At the K1 World Grand Prix 2008 final, while everyone was focused on the main tournament killers, Melvin Manhoef was casually scheduled for a reserve bout. And unfortunately for Paul Slowinski, he became the prey.
А здесь руки и еще раз руки. Вот так справа, щелк. Словно акула. Слева попадает. Поплыл, и справа бой будет остановлен, если раньше не упадет Поль. Одиночный удар, и все. Отгоните его. Ростом 190 сантиметров. Уложил.
Melvin Manhoef clocked in for what can only be described as a 60-second shift and absolutely overperformed because poor Fabio Silva lasted exactly 1 minute before reality hit him harder than the punches did. At exactly 1 o'clock of round 1, Silva dropped, and not in a dramatic movie scene way. At Gringo Superfight 10 in Brazil, Melvin Manhoef reminded everyone why his nickname isn't a suggestion by turning Evangelista Cyborg Santos into a human speed bump in under a minute.
Left and right combination that misses shot to the body. Again, ducking under. Combinations of strikes, both guys. Be careful with all those high kicks because he's going to get running on empty. They're running on fumes. Melvin with a big left and a right and a left and a right. He sinks Cyborg. Cyborg turning back. Unbelievable.
Back in 2004 at HOH, when Melvin Manhoef was still early in his MMA journey, he was already fighting like a man who didn't believe in overtime. And poor Slavomir Molnar unfortunately volunteered to test that theory.
Vítězství zasáhnul Manhoefa na bradu, ale ten se v zápětí dokázal v ringu otočit a ještě zasadit poslední úder a inkasoval pravý hák, který jej definitivně poslal na zem a utrána Slavomír Molnár skutečně vzal se po zápase vyjádřil, že to byl velmi...
At Boxing Influencers 2024 in Studio 21, this whole influencer versus legend concept sounded fun on paper, like a friendly crossover episode. But the moment Dave Rolvink stepped into the ring with Melvin Manhoef, it quickly turned into a live demonstration of why followers and fight records are two completely different currencies.
no mercy. Zet Dave weer vast.
Dave showed heart, got up twice after knockdowns, but on the third one, his legs finally said, mercy.
Melvin Manhoef gaat dit nu afmaken. Haalt weer verwoestend uit en dan is de voorbij.
On New Year's Eve 2008 at Saitama Super Arena, the MMA world expected Mark Hunt, a 287-pound heavyweight with a granite chin, to welcome a much smaller Melvin Manhoef like a bouncer greeting a lightweight at the wrong nightclub. But instead, they witnessed one of the most disrespectful 18 seconds in combat sports history. At Bellator 230 in Milan, 43-year-old Melvin Manhoef showed up like a veteran employee who refuses to retire and instead decides to remind the new generation why his name is still on the building. And unfortunately for Yannick Bahati, he became the demonstration model.
Use those long legs. Right hand from Manhoef. Right down the pipe. Bahati's in trouble.
Speed is a huge factor. He was able to
Oh, he's got the leverage now, and he's letting those shots go.
He's got
and Bahati's hurt. And Manhoef.
That's next level ground and pound you just saw right there. Unbelievable. Great job, great work.
Melvin, no mercy. Manhoef.
Hisaki Kato came in confident, pressing forward, throwing hands, even backing Manhoef toward the cage like he was about to collect a big-name scalp.
Trying to put pressure, Manhoef, that uppercut almost got through. Kato, other sister lives in New York.
For a few minutes it looked competitive, the kind of tense stand-up battle where both guys are one clean shot away from disaster.
And for the first time, Manhoef scrambling, covering up. One uppercut got through. Manhoef knows he has to get out of there, and he quickly turns it.
Then came this brutal left hook.
As by Melvin Manhoef, and it's over.
Looking for the finish. Look at that left hook. That would have dropped anyone in the division.
At its Showtime 24 in the Amsterdam Arena, Melvin Manhoef needed exactly 31 seconds to turn a high-level K1 matchup into a public safety announcement. And unfortunately for Ruslan Karayev, he was the one standing in front of the warning label.
Ай-яй-яй-яй. Пончик выполнит то. Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй. Ай-яй-яй-яй. Попал.
At the K1 World Grand Prix 2009 Final 16 qualifier in Tokyo, Melvin Manhoef once again stepped into the heavyweight division, looking like the smallest guy at the family reunion. And Ramazan Ramazanov quickly learned that size does not protect your chin from Dutch electricity.
He does what uses by Keijiro Maeda, or Kyotaro as he's now known. That was back in March at the Yokohama Arena. Once again on the inside, a high right round kick. Slow stars, and Melvin is an explosive, and there is another knockout.
The big convulsion, it's all over! Oh, Ramazan on rubber legs, he's doing the chicken dance!
Manhoef hasn't broken a sweat. Ramazanov is completely gutted here in Cincinnati.
Yosuke Nishijima, a respected former professional boxer but sitting at 0-4 in MMA, came in with courage and clean hands. But unfortunately, MMA includes more than just clean hands, and Manhoef fights like he's allergic to second rounds. At K1 Dynamite 2009 inside the Saitama Super Arena on New Year's Eve, Melvin Manhoef did what he does best, turn a high-profile MMA showcase into a 2-minute warning for anyone who forgets how hard he hits.
For almost 2 minutes.
Super intense.
I thought that was a pretty quick stoppage.
If you enjoyed watching this video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and comment on which knockout of Melvin Manhoef was the most brutal one. Keep supporting